I'm so fucking wet.
So wet.
Hello and welcome to Butts to Nuts, a movie review podcast hosted by me, Ben Charlesworth, and my brother Scott Charlesworth.
Yeah.
Today's a very, very bloody special.
It's a very special day today. We got a very, very special guest on today. Play it.
Oh shit. Oh,
Get
hang
it?
on.
Okay, fucking, here we go. Kurtis McGarrity. Kurtis McGarity. Kurtis, he's the greatest McGarity. He was on Better Homes and Gardens.
We have Kurtis McGarrity from Better Homes and Gardens.
He's a sexologist.
I am a sexologist.
We'll fix that in post, and we'll actually put the actual nice audio on, not just me playing it into the mic. But we wanted your sweet live reaction. What did you think?
That is beautiful. Did you guys note that yourselves?
Yeah, we did it when we were walking.
Well, yeah.
Wow.
We're walking and we're like, damn, we're going to have our first guest, Kurtis McGarrity, on Professional Sexologist. So what should we do? We'll make a theme song and say he was on Better Homes and Gardens.
I was.
Yeah.
It's my favourite work I've done.
I guess that's where we'll
fantastic.
start, because even though this isn't an interview podcast, like the Joe Rogans, we're going to turn into Joe for just a little bit. Tell us about your time on Better Homes and Gardens.
Well, because I've always loved architecture and homes.
Yeah.
Plus real estate agents.
Yeah.
Like, there's some sexy real estate agents out there.
Ray White, he's a hot real estate agent.
LJ Hooker?
Another, yep.
Did
Just
you know
hookers.
he's a hooker?
Hookers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other real estate agents, God, they're hot.
Yeah. I've seen... Oh, don't even get me started.
You had sex with Fast Ed, didn't you? The chef, the diabetic chef from Better Homes and Gardens.
I don't like to kiss and tell. But he is good.
Kurtis, as you are the first guest on Butts to Nuts,
This is a very special time.
number one,
Wow.
we want some critical analysis. Okay, if someone from out of the field, we've been doing this for 24 episodes.
I thought you were going to say 20 years.
20
Yeah,
years.
it was-
Give us some real feedback. All right, as negative as you want.
Yeah, hit us.
On you both?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. We want you to lay it down. Lay down the law.
Lay us down,
Lay,
boy.
bend us over that table.
I have to get the whip out, bro. This is rough. I can only think of nice things. I only get my heart warmed when I listen.
Oh, this is
And-
why you're here, because we pay you to say nice things.
I open my phone and I see lovely content from you guys. It just brightens my day.
Oh, bro,
Stop it.
that warms our hearts. Thank you very much, Bertus.
Plus, you look like criminals with your balaclavas.
Yes,
So-
yeah.
And that's the main reason why we do this, because we steal things.
Yeah. Not
Stealing the hearts of nations.
We're not self-conscious. It's an act.
Yep.
It's funny.
It's so cool.
I've revealed my face. It's funny.
Yep.
We watched 50 Shades of Grey today.
Oh wow.
was
What
amazing.
better movie to watch with your bros?
Yep, three men, shall I say?
Yep.
Yeah. Look, I could say there is definitely better movies to watch with the boys, because if you get a boner, it's just
It's
is the
awkward.
worst.
You can just jerk each other off. See,
Yeah.
a lot of people watch like Superbad or Anchorman together.
Nah, but we're not virgins.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chads.
Chads.
We
Yeah.
watch good movies.
This was not a Sigma movie. This was the beta of all movies.
Can I just start?
You can.
Can I just start with I've screenshotted a couple of lines from this movie.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to be reading a bit and then we'll talk about it, okay?
Please lay into it, man.
Alright. It's just behind this door. What is? My playroom? Like your Xbox and stuff? It's important to know that you can leave at any time. That is the pinnacle of writing in this movie.
Yeah, fantastic. Honestly, you know.
As soon as he said no Xbox, I would have been out the door.
Yeah, it's a no. It's an instant no.
Dildos?
Yeah.
No thank you. Xbox? Yes, please.
Let's play some Halo instead of getting whipped on. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about Game Pass.
I will
Seriously,
endorse
what's
Game
been
Pass.
added? What's been added recently?
Yeah.
Oh,
We want to know because
too much stuff.
it is the competition of our console.
Oh yeah,
so,
we're PlayStation.
I mean, it just wrecks your console. I'm sorry.
So we're blue boys with blue balls, and then we're just gonna bust all over this movie.
You guys, I don't think you can play Deep Rock Galactic just came out on there.
Oh, we've already got that on PS Plus a couple months ago.
Oh, that was the gnome,
Yeah.
or was it the dwarf thing?
Dwarf
Yeah, it's the
game.
dwarf.
Yeah, is that crossplay?
Yeah.
It is.
No.
No.
No,
Oh.
Is it?
I don't know.
Well, we got to
I-
research this, and we can play some Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah. I was
I'll
just
do
like
that.
mining with the bugs and shit, eh?
Yeah. Oh man, spiders. I like pissed myself.
Christian
crying.
is a rapist in this movie.
He is.
He is straight up the creepiest dude. Just, it doesn't even matter. They just put that contract there to make it look like, oh yeah, it's all fine. Nah, this dude is like fucked up.
He
Yeah.
didn't stop until she's like became his like little submissive bitch.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. It's I don't know. I don't understand what's appealing about that sort of quality of character, but apparently chicks dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as a man asks you to sign a contract for sex, I mean, you've got to feel sort of dirty, don't you?
Yeah.
Why contract?
Surely
as
not
well?
everybody is
Who's-
into this stuff. This is yeah.
Who the fuck's signing contracts though? It's just
Oh no, but a lot of celebrities and high-profile people apparently do those non-disclosure agreements before they
Really?
have a route. Yeah,
Where do you get this from?
Reddit, the most reliable news source. No, but it's true. It's true though.
Well, would you sign a contract?
I would personally.
You would-
I mean, if it was like a female superstar, of course
Yeah.
you would do it.
If
I'm
the-
sure it's the same way around. If you're like a woman and it's like if Mel Gibson came to you and said, "My penis, can you help it?" Like, yeah, why not?
It's painted like Braveheart.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's
I want
blue.
It's blue. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he was an absolute creep. And I just think the characterization overall in this movie, every character was just mind-numbing. Like, they were the most uninteresting characters I've ever seen on screen. Some of, definitely. Like, especially the dialogue that was written for them in that constant, sexy, mumbling voice tone, which was...
No, I love that. I love that sound. That was great.
It was horrible. That was
terrible.
that was some of the worst dialogue writing I've ever heard. It was-
Oh, I mean, we should talk about that for the rest of the podcast.
Maybe we should just talk or steamy like this for the rest of the podcast.
Oh yeah. Oh, guys. Oh, welcome to the Butts
Nuts podcast.
What's the nuts?
What if a female Christian though gave you a contract?
Oh, I'd be down.
Well, then we'd be out. It's
Wait.
a different story then.
But to be fair, I would definitely sign some of the same things she signed. Like, I don't want clamps.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't want fisting.
Oh
No,
yeah, that was
no.
that was a big no for the anal fisting, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was. I mean, you don't want to poo on your fist.
Well, I think we should deepen. Deep. I
I
was gonna say let's
See what you
deep
bloody
into
did
this
there.
law, but I was gonna say dive into this law. I guess we can get real deep.
We
deep
can.
into this
Fist into
law.
this law.
Fuck, I've just been sexed so much after that movie.
It's exhausting. It
All
fucked
I'm-
the shit out of you.
I've got like just nipples in my brain now,
Yeah.
lactating. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Quick, someone help me out and come up with a point whilst I think of what I was gonna say.
His sex dungeon is just the most dimly lit and sus place. Like, you walk in there and you go, all right, I need to file a restraining order against this man.
Yeah.
it was-
He's got whips.
It did look quite satanic in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when they're signing the agreement, like doing their meeting about it and that, and it's just like, how do you read anything in there? There's no light.
yeah, oh yeah, that was dumb. What, in the business meeting you mean?
Yeah, the business meeting.
Oh, where he called her flushed, but you couldn't even see
Yeah.
her face. How do you know she's flushed?
How? It's like the only light is red light. Like, you can't tell anything from that.
Really strange. That was another really big problem about this movie was the overall lighting and the color grading of it. Just there was only a few moments, like, when she was getting her peaches down in Georgia, and when she was in that red room and stuff, where the colors were different, but the rest of it was just bleak. And I guess that's the style they're going for, but it is so uninteresting for the eye. You just want to turn it off because
you
it's
have to
boring.
see all shades of grey. You have to see all 50.
All 50 of them, and you saw 6 of them with his cars downstairs in his GTA 5 garage
Yeah, his GTA Online friggin' 10-car garage.
and apartment.
Yeah.
Had all the shades of grey.
Dude, it was really that apartment. I felt like I was playing the game.
Yeah,
But
you said this is the apartment you bring the hooker back to.
she was the hooker. Oh, unlucky. She would be the one I wouldn't call. But
You just have to sign the contract first, though,
Yeah.
and then you can be all good.
From the Vanilla Unicorn.
yeah, I think with the color, they want to draw our eyes specifically to them, the people, because they had a lot of their body was very bright.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Drew a lot of attention to it, but as well, I mean, obviously the name, 50 Shades of Grey, they're trying to go for that kind of grey, dull look.
I mean,
It's
they are
suck.
consistent with setting a theme. I'll give them that. But
Yeah.
the dullness really it really sets in and makes you feel bored. Personally, for me,
However, whenever a nipple gets whipped out, my
Oh.
God, the contrast of that.
boom.
See, it's grey with that big nipples colour.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know, nice magenta.
lovely
get my
magenta.
Minecraft wool out to see what colour that is.
Yeah, have to align it and see. Oh, yeah, lots of nipples.
Can we talk about the greatest line of this movie? When they're when they're discussing the rules, and she's like, "What's the rules? Rule 1: I don't make love. I fuck."
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, it
That was great.
Firstly, I don't make love. I fuck. And secondly, come.
The most
We just
Shad
lost our shit
line.
for that.
That is peak screenwriting right there.
Yeah, yeah.
I love the laters baby as well.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to kill him so badly both times. When he said it the second time, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Who the fuck comes up with this stuff, man? I don't
Geniuses.
understand. Geniuses, yeah.
It's too good. Laters baby.
I'm sure that was in the book. She's wrote that, and she's like, yeah,
Yeah.
that would get me excited. Surely not.
Because this is a fan fiction. Oh, well, based on Twilight's fan. No.
Which is
Yeah.
mind-blowing to me. I didn't know that this was a Twilight fan fiction.
Does the book,
Are
I
you
wonder.
sure it
I-
actually is?
No, I read about this.
It actually
a
is.
little bit, So she wrote the fan fiction online, and that garnered a lot of press. And then
She wrote the book. Yeah.
it was loosely based off that.
Ah.
Because
So
that's
weird.
essentially the whole reason is she's really into that shit, and she's like,
Yeah.
people also are into that shit. So let's write a proper book about it.
Look, yeah, I guess whatever you're into, but it just doesn't hit.
I don't know. When
Only
you've just got an
hits.
idea, you got to go with it.
You just
you know?
I mean, she made a lot of money out of it, didn't she?
Yeah, a 40-year-old woman.
Fucking hell.
Just creaming over the lines like Anna, Christian, lift closes. Oh, fuck, there's going to be another one. What a tease.
That's going to be the tradition for this. Whenever Kurt's on, the sexologist, we are going
Yeah.
to have 50 Shades Darker and whatever the last one is.
Freed.
50
I'm-
Shades Freed.
I'm going to die. I'm going to choke on all of the sex.
We'll space it out. We won't force ourselves into 50 Shades Darker tomorrow or anything.
That's fair.
Or next week. We'll I think we'll give it what do you reckon? A couple months and then
Yeah,
You need-
to
you need-
space it.
You need a long time to recover from this movie, honestly.
you probably won't come back on
it
the
takes a lot of
podcast.
energy
You'll
out
be
of you.
so annoyed that we forced you to watch this.
You're probably traumatized right now.
I'll be traumatized because I know one of the other movies goes into his childhood.
Yeah.
So that's going to be even more traumatizing. Him getting blunt fisted
Yeah.
by
The-
some weird old lady.
One of his mother's friends.
Which is actually quite a disturbing thing, but it just, even with that tragic backstory, I didn't connect to him because of his acting, because he was such a robot the entire time. So it's it's not executed properly. It's just weird and creepy.
I'd love it if it was someone though lively, like Mrs. Robinson's Whoopi Goldberg or something like that.
Oh, no way. That would be
Just doing
nightmare.
sister act and then fisting him off to the side.
It's just anal fisting.
Oh my god.
Here's the contract. No anal fisting. No genital clamps. That's it, I'm out.
And just a tear comes down his eye. Oh, damn.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Okay, the law.
The law,
Let's
yes.
Let's... Oh, fucked it again.
We just, we did,
Let's dive deep into this law because you had a theory, Scott.
Yeah, that everything that he does to Anna is what was done to him.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's groundbreaking. We're
Yeah, that's
speechless.
right. That's the whole thesis right there. You could
makes
write
sense.
papers.
Do we think that's correct?
I think based on what he's said about his childhood and past, surely.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Does that mean he's been anally fisted?
Yes. I would say that is a positive yes. Out of 5 years of
Six,
being a
actually.
submissive.
6.
6 years.
Yeah.
6 years.
Wow,
yeah.
you do pay attention, don't
I may have
you? You are
got a
going to
few
save
deep.
this for later, I tell you. I just spat on my mic. How horny of me.
Wow.
Damn.
I think it was 6. If we're also going to talk about law,
Yeah.
what the fuck's up with the dad?
Well,
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that was confusing. Didn't she said that he died, right? Or some parent. I got
her
no
father
idea.
Died.
The father
She
died.
said her father died when she was 4, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And then, her father died when she was 4, but then there was some dude, and she was like, "Hi, Dad." Who
And
was
it-
that at the graduation?
Yeah, I can't remember if that was the stepdad, because I think the stepdad, when she went to her mum and she was there and there was like there's a guy there, I'm pretty sure that was the stepdad, but I don't remember if that was the same actor as the one that was there at the graduation.
No, that was a different, because that guy had semi-long hair, and
Oh,
he was eating.
stepdad.
He was like eating chili, and he's
Family
like,
affair.
"Oh, if it's salsa, I need some corn chips with this." And she's like, "Here's
Yeah.
a carrot."
Yeah, I thought that was
Dickhead.
going to become a domestic. It was pretty wild.
Yeah. So there's
Where's my salsa?
two father figures.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was an uncle or something. I don't know.
But she said dad.
She clearly
Did
said
they? Or did she?
She said
not to the chili guy who wanted the salsa chips.
Yeah,
to the guy who turned up to graduation. Hi, daddy.
Yeah, I don't know if she said
Really?
daddy, but
Oh, she said daddy.
She said daddy.
I don't know if she said daddy. Can we confirm?
Definitely.
Sizing.
Well, you know what? Also, among other terrible things in this movie, I think the music was pretty terrible for most of the time, except for 2 points where Frank Sinatra played and the Rolling Stones played.
And the Crazy
Yes.
in Love.
Oh, so crazy.
Was that
now.
was that the original? Or was that like a remix?
A remix? Yeah,
Yeah.
because
So-
Beyonce is the original Crazy in Love, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so because it
What a
sounded
banger.
so trashed.
Yeah.
Like, the vocals were like compressed to hell.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is going on?
It's trying to sound so edgy and dirty.
They turned it into a horny song. Isn't it normally? It's got Jay-Z, the normal one, doesn't it?
I mean, every song with Beyonce and Jay-Z in it is horny.
Yeah, but
I mean,
yeah,
Deja
It's good,
Vu.
like it's clean.
It's clean
good
horny.
stuff.
Like,
yeah, it's real horns.
the real horns. It
Not
gives you
horny.
the horn.
Yeah,
I always get the horn when I listen to Jay-Z.
none of this bullshit.
Yeah.
How do we rate
Story
the
of
sex?
OJ gives me the horn.
Sex.
Yeah,
was-
I'll rate this. Are we rating the sex right now?
we're rating sex.
okay. As the sexologist.
Yes,
right,
yes,
yeah,
please.
but we need
please.
your professional opinion, Mr. McGarity.
When they actually were having the sex,
Yes.
I think it was pretty alright.
Mhm.
But every like extra thing they did with the whips and with
Yeah.
the tying up was alright, but like the whip, his whipping was like some
Pussy
like
whipping.
6-year-old boy who's got like a fucking numb arm. It was terrible. And then at the end, he actually finally was like, "Alright, we'll get into this."
But it's like, it's too late. The whole movie's done by then. We were expecting some, 50 Shades of Grey, not, 50 Shades of
Pussy.
Pussy.
you know what the problem was?
What
I
was the
think he chose the wrong girl.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he restrained himself too much. He should have gone out and went to a truck stop and found the one female trucker and gone, "Alright,
Yep.
come on down, alright?" And she would have been down.
Come
Yeah,
on,
she would've been
Bertha.
down.
Let's
Bertha.
do it.
She would have
Bertha.
been like whipping him back.
Yeah. And then he would have been like, oh, this is like the old days. Here we go. Taking us
Yeah.
a trip to Kentucky.
It was weird that she was a virgin, and the next thing you know, she's getting like whipped and shit. Like, that's such a
Yeah,
jump
wow.
for her.
Yeah.
She just
It's crazy.
didn't seem right.
The whole movie doesn't seem right, doesn't it?
But as well, when he started properly whipping her, that just ended their whole relationship as well. And then she's like, "All right, I'm out."
I'm out.
like,
See you
oh.
later, alligator.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I think we should talk about favorite sex scene though.
Okay.
Aaron, Let's go.
All right,
Am I going
at the
first?
same time. At the same time.
At the same time. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Ice scene. Yeah.
I'm hung up, right? So there's the ice. The ice is pretty good.
Yeah.
But what about their first one? I think the first one was pretty when he like took her virginity.
Yeah.
Oh
was
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
decent.
yeah.
That was like classic, you know? It's like let's just do it old school and then we'll get freaky.
I think if I was the target audience,
Yeah.
that would probably have been the climax of the film. Because you'd be like, you get teased all that way through, and then you find that out, and you're like, ooh, damn. And then they actually just get in there, have the sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the perfect ending, you know. They slept in the same bed and everything, and then he gets up, he's like, all right, I'm leaving.
Yeah,
fucking
it's like,
off.
bro. Well, yeah, what's up with that though? Even if you are the dominant, why can't you sleep in the same bed?
Because trauma.
Oh, as a sexologist, why is that?
As a sexologist,
Yes.
sleeping in the same bed can be a pain in the ass. Look, you want to stretch out, all right? You've done all your sex, you're all like numb and stuff, and you go, oh, Christ.
And it's all sweaty on the sheets and things like that, you know?
You don't want to sleep in the same bed as you just had the most aggressive sex of your life.
Yeah, that's it. Because
like
you're basically
fluids.
you're rolling over in your own cum, basically.
Precisely. And I mean, this guy held no bar. He went off. He went friggin' poggers, licking everything, you know, using ice cubes and stuff, freaking spanking. There would be too much fluids.
What are the moves though? Like, what is the technical? Could you talk us through the technical prowess in the ice scene?
So he moves the.
You're the
It's
sexologist.
complex, all right. This is like I gotta explain rocket science here.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
Yes.
like little miners that are us, Scott and Ben.
Because we need
Yeah,
your
you're like-
wisdom.
You're like young Christian getting. Okay.
We are
don't
young
worry about it.
Christians.
We are young Christians, and you need to dumb it down for our feeble minds.
Like he's moving around that ice cube and stuff, and she's like, "Ooh!" Like he goes like, I didn't see. I don't know if I saw it actually go to the nipple, but I remember it was like going down her and stuff.
Yeah.
I do want to say it did go on the nipple. There was a scene, not that I took much notice, but there was.
Oh, really?
It went right over the nipple.
Gets the phone out,
Yeah.
takes a picture.
So you actually
Save that for
saw
later.
that?
Pardon? Yeah,
it-
you saw
oh,
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that. Okay, they get another +1 on the score for me in the second scene. I missed it, but I guess I was probably cringing in pain.
Yeah. From the inaccurate sex moves.
Yeah.
You always use the ice in your asshole.
You do. But to be fair to him, the ice going down from like top to bottom, I think that really hooked that target audience again. They're like,
Yeah.
they're like quivering in their cinema seats, going like, oh, like just ruining the seat with all sort
Gushing
of
wet.
fluids. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to get in that theater.
No.
Speaking of, wetness, she walks out of the office after the first interview with Gray, and then it starts raining, and she starts like fucking orgasming, looking at the sky
Yeah, like she
in the
just
rain.
exalts and like puts her head in the air and her mouth open. She's like, oh,
That wasn't
Like
even
Christ.
a flirty chat though.
No.
It was the most fucking dead chat I've ever heard.
it's so dumb.
So
Oh,
boring.
are you gay? No.
Leaves.
Well, I'm in love with you then.
Yeah, come on,
So
let's start a
cliche.
relationship.
Fuck, he's not gay. He's for me.
The best friend was more of an interesting character. I wanted to see her adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True. Oh man,
Getting
that chick
noodly at
was
the bars
so
and
much
stuff.
better.
Plus,
Yeah.
she was with
So
the
much nicer.
the cool
the
brother.
brother who was actually
Yeah.
fun and smiling. He's like, "Hey guys, I just fucked on your lounge. I'm gonna walk away now." And it's
They were a normal couple.
Yeah.
That would have been a normal couple would have made a much more interesting movie.
It would have, and they would have added more They were light-hearted and comedic. From that 2 seconds, already convinced me to want to watch a movie over this.
not
Yeah.
fucking grey cars and GTA NPCs and weird
Yeah.
apartments and shit.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Damn.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna close that window because
Okay.
I think somebody's mowing outside.
I think though with the ice cube, that would melt Like, does that? Do you just leave it in till it melts in her belly button, then she's got a cold pool of water, or?
I think, you move it around and then it'll start to melt, and then you just go ham and you just leave it there, and then she gets like a pool of liquid on her, and you're like, yeah.
And you just
Now
drink
you're
it
wet.
out of the belly button like a shot glass or something.
Cold guilt.
Yeah.
Is that what it's meant
Cold,
to be?
chilly guilt.
Yeah.
Chilly guilt.
Ice
Damn.
torture.
There's still another 2 as well.
Another
Another
two.
2 movies.
Oh man.
Honestly, I was dreading it before going into this, and now I'm dreading it even more.
I don't know. I'm hooked because what they've done is they've teased us. What's gonna happen?
I wonder what's going to happen.
Who's Mrs. Robinson?
I really do. There's only one question that lurks on my mind that makes me want to see the other ones. Does he get anally fisted?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Well, I guess we'll have to see for ourselves.
she called him a child abuser.
Yeah.
That is true.
But no. She
called her
a child abuser.
Yeah.
Not
think
him a
it's
child abuser. That would make the whole story an entirely different scenario.
Oh.
That would take it down way, way darker. That'd be
50 Shades Darker.
50 Shades Darker. There we go. There's a sequel.
Well,
Oh my
I
god.
don't want to see the sequel now.
No, that's horrible.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
fucking hell.
his story would make sense for that. He just goes there. She dumps him, and with all his trauma, he's like, "All right, moving on, moving on. That's it. Got a new plan."
I guess the next step. I hate as well. You notice that no one just acknowledged anyone's questions? Just
Yeah.
like, where were you last night?
Walks away.
Walks away.
Yeah.
Or gives an
Triggering.
answer that doesn't even relate to the question. They just say bye.
Or it's like, it's important. Oh no, sorry, it's here. Like your Xbox and stuff. And then he just goes, it's important that you can leave at any time. Just ignores her question and says something completely different.
It's,
Wow.
I don't know. It's just draining. The whole thing just drains me every moment of this movie.
I like the glider though.
Yeah,
Glider was kinda
that
cool.
glider was kind of hot.
Kind of makes me want to go on a glider
Would
now.
you? Yeah, you would pay for that. You would go for a gliding fly.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
pay for that. Is it spinning? Is that accurate?
The spinning. I
I think that was
I don't
quite
know.
inaccurate. I don't know if you'd, like we said, I don't know if you'd have the propulsion to pull that off.
I mean, you would lose a lot of momentum doing it.
Yeah, for
And-
sure.
Yeah, you don't have propulsion. I don't know. Also, if you can just like maybe he must have like a license or something. I don't think you can. Just
Yeah,
do
because
it
he's flying the
without-
helicopter
right.
and he's got the glider and everything.
Yeah.
It's
So-
one of his shades.
He's one of his shades. He's a
Yeah.
pilot. He's basically Johnny Sins with hair.
No,
No, he's
that's an
nowhere near as
insult,
good.
Scott.
No.
That is an insult.
Okay,
You
I'm
can't
sorry.
slander Johnny like this.
Yeah, he's too high class. You can't do that.
He's too much of a Chad.
He's a doctor, pizza guy,
Just committed heresy.
teacher. He's everything.
I want him as the president of the US. Like he could do everything.
I reckon he could rebuild that country.
I'd sign his contract.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Ignacio as well. The friend at the start. No, his name wasn't Ignacio. I can't remember. I read at IMDb his actual name.
Is that his real name?
No, it's not. It's me. It's me. Assuming. No,
But
the,
that was just like, oh, you're poor and you're an artist, so yeah, you're not getting the pussy.
you're not getting any
Yeah.
pussy. Oh no, IMDb's trying to show me stuff. Oh, Jose,
Jose.
not
Jose,
Ignacio. Yeah,
Poor Jose.
just tried to kiss her and then
Assaulted.
fucking Christian spawns. Bitch, get away from her, bro.
Threw his ender pearl all the way from the apartment. He just sprinted up. Bam.
The whole time he was ender pearling. He just got into her apartment and there was no context of how he got in there.
Creepiest stalker dude ever.
Yeah, he just appears every scene. Like just appears out of the shadows. Like he is Batman.
Yeah.
How many times do I have to say it? He just looks and it reminds me of Batman. He's
Yeah.
an orphan essentially.
Yes.
Like
He's got the
he's a
riches.
billionaire.
Yep.
He is out there having sex. I assume. I mean, hey, certain Batman content you watch, he does do the sex.
Yeah.
There is
Bruce
sex.
Wayne is known to be a playboy.
Yeah.
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 And other times he turns down Wonder Woman when she's like all over. Have you seen that? Like that
Yeah.
animated thing?
Mm.
Oh man,
Bruce, why won't you fuck me? I'm Amazonian.
that pisses me off so much. That clip. It's like, bro.
He's like, no.
He's got standards. He's got his
teammates.
rules. He doesn't do it.
Yep.
Respect him.
I guess so.
No fooling around at work.
Exactly. He's
Yeah.
a man who does his job.
Although there was that one cartoon where he fools around with Batgirl, and that is not good.
What?
Yes. That is a real cartoon part of the new DC animated universe. Yeah.
Oh. So trivia?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he did spawn. Okay. I've got first trivia. Remote controlled cameras were utilized for a majority of the sex scenes, so the set could be more private for actors. That's nice, isn't it?
Christ.
Damn.
Although,
Yeah, because we were saying that like a bunch of film crew just like
Yeah.
standing there. All right, whip
Sit
him.
there,
Oh,
thumbs
whip her.
I love the second half though. Though stunt coordinator, yes, there was a stunt coordinator.
Of course.
Mel Stubbs said in an interview that some of the wider scenes led to the actors having to spend hours naked in front of a full crew.
Nice.
Kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
As a sexologist, can you tell us what are the stunts required in a movie such as 50 Shades of Grey?
Well, and actually, if you think about it, it's quite simple. You have to get the cameras in good spots. Like, you know, you got people real close together. It's actually hard to get an angle on them where you want this shot to be. Like, you want to get some nipple shots. You gotta,
True.
like, get them to stand a certain way, and the camera's got to be a certain way.
Yeah, because they're not always lying down when these nipple shots are being shown.
That is
Yeah.
true.
They could be standing and watching the water run down. They're like, oh yeah, this is good. We'll just flip it.
Yeah, yeah. And, like, you got fluids flicking everywhere. If you get some of that on the lens, like, oh, Christ.
Yeah, you're fucked.
No
Yeah.
good.
You just ruined a lens then.
Have you ever filmed a scene or witnessed a scene where a fluid has got onto a lens?
I have starred in a scene where liquid has got onto a lens.
Was it your fluid?
It sure was. Sure was.
You've heard it here first. That's an exclusive for Butts to Nuts.
Releases soon.
Jamie Dornan, second bit of trivia, people. Second.
Hey.
Jamie Dornan, the guy who played Christian, revealed that he visited a private sex dungeon for research.
More research.
Research.
Remember
and
her
quote-
research the whole time? He's like, they're sending emails. She's like, what should I research?
Yeah.
I just see these tied up women. She's like,
Yeah.
oh, I feel uncomfortable now.
Yeah.
Jesus. Third bit. So that was his research. The first time Anna gets to see the Red Room of Pain is actually the first time Dakota Johnson saw it as well, because they wanted her real reaction.
And what a real reaction she gave.
Fuck, it was so good.
Oh, man.
It's like,
Top tier.
I definitely remember her reaction. That's how real it was.
Yep.
It literally was, she walked in the door and then just made a beeline straight to the whips. And she's like, and started touching them. She's like, what the hell?
Goddamn whip.
Make sure it's leather.
Typically we do 3 points of trivia, but this is a very special podcast. Very special guest.
Yeah.
This movie is banned in Kenya due to prolonged and explicit sexual scenes. Anyone who
Kenya.
distributes this will be prosecuted in Kenya.
is good. I want to go to Kenya.
Kenya are doing God's work.
I really hope that there's like an underground sort of society, like underground crime groups who are distributing this movie, like
Just bootleg copies of 50 Shades.
along with cocaine and all that. It's also just 50 Shades of Grey in Kenya. Just
That's what you got to do in Kenya.
Yep.
If you're a real popular guy, you snort coke and you watch freaking 50 Shades of Grey.
They're all like MP4s on USBs. Just plug it in.
it's like in 240p. You can barely see it.
Oh, that's even worse.
The nipple is just an entire pixel, so you just can't even see. Oh, they love
Original
that shit.
GTA titties.
Jerk off material.
Letterbox. Are you familiar with Letterbox?
Not really, no.
So it's basically a website where people just put their reviews on movies, and then you can all have a look and be like, yeah, I watched that movie, I give it 5 stars, and then you can read other people's reviews.
It's pretty good. There is a lot of entertaining.
It's for film
reviews
cucks.
Yeah, for film
I
cucks
like
like us.
Nice.
Julia says even porn scripts are better than that. 1 star.
We were saying
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
She is right. Is it a
Yeah.
she? Was that right?
Yeah, Julia. I presume so. It doesn't give any other details.
Yep.
Yeah. That is right. I'm not going to make a list here as a sexologist, but
That's
the
right.
content
If
that is out
we're going to start a Patreon, and you can get Curtis's list of top 10 porns.
oh yeah.
We should do that.
But that actually would be awesome.
That would sell.
Oh, I could give you an extensive list.
On
Elizabeth
top 100.
Elizabeth Olsen, fake vid. Bambooni says they didn't even show full cock. What a shit movie. Half a star.
I'm on his side. Where's the cock?
Yeah.
Not enough cock.
Yeah, there was no cock in this movie. There was probably like one point where he was like pulling his pants down, but it cut super quick.
I never saw even a slither of shaft, and I never even saw a parting of vagina. Terrible film.
Very close though, but not good enough. You know,
Saw bush.
They wanted to keep
I
it.
didn't see the bush. I'm kind of jealous.
It was glorious, actually. I would
Nah,
say
it's okay.
I
No, it was
need to
good.
appraise it.
I throw 4 nugs. That's it.
4 nugs out of 10 for for that bush.
For that bush, yeah.
Damn.
As a bush connoisseur, I would like to examine.
I'll send you a fax later today.
Thank you.
K Wit D says lots of nipples, 5 stars, 5 stars.
And that's a really big shining point in this movie is the boobies.
Yeah, but once again, I'm gonna have to go back to Bambooni's point.
Yep.
No cock. So
cock.
how can you have
You're
a
getting
sex
ripped off.
movie with only nips and no cock
Yep.
or no vag?
Especially as this is really marketed more towards women, and they don't get any cock to look at.
Yeah. That's what
Sexist.
you would think that would be all the rage. That would be all over the theatre screen.
I guess what we can say is hopefully for the next 2 installments we can get more cock.
Yeah. All right, maybe we
We'll
can
see.
petition for that to do the director's cut. or something.
Yeah,
At
even
least
though
the
the
director's
movie's
cut.
already been released. Yes.
Release the Raimi cut, or what is it? Not the
Raimi cut.
Well, what's
The
the
Snyder
Snyder
cut.
cut? Release
Yeah,
the
the
Snyder cut.
Raimi cut of 50 Shades of Grey. Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be
And
weird.
it's
do
just
it.
got Bruce Campbell just comes in, just makes a one-off cameo, fucking dies. Last letterbox review from Drugged Walker. 10 out of 10. Would wank in the theater again. 1 star.
What a lovely comment.
I'm confused. Okay,
Crimes.
10 out of 10, but they gave it 1 star. As a sexologist, how can you explain this?
The duality of man.
Okay.
Duality,
That's
man.
how.
Shall we score time? Here at Butts Nuts, as you're familiar, Kurtis
Yes.
McGarrity, sexologist and Better Homes and Gardens star. We like to rank our movies in nugs out of 10. So basically 1 out of 10, but we give them nug scores instead because we love chicken nuggies.
Because they
I
are.
respect.
They are the best.
They are the best. Maybe we'll save your score for last.
Yeah.
So you have the lasting words.
I reckon that'll be the most important for sure. All right.
Very
I guess I'll go first.
Yeah, hit us.
I only like the glider. I'm giving it a 1 nug.
One night.
You know what? I'm actually quite similar to you. The only parts to this movie that really that I really enjoyed was the Rolling Stones bit and half a nug for boobies. So 1.5 nugs out of 10.
I respect that. And yes, it is difficult, alright? There was sex. There was nipple. There was fluids. There was whipping. But there was also terrible writing, terrible dialogue,
Yeah.
terrible acting, and I just really struggled to connect with the sex. I will give it a 3 nugs out of 10.
Respect.
I'm being very generous, alright?
No, that's respectful, very thought out, Curtis, the sexologist from Home and Away. I mean, not Home and Away.
Thank you very much, Curtis. You don't want to plug anything, do you?
Yeah, plug
No.
something.
You have nothing to plug.
I have no butt plugs.
This is the end of the episode. Thank you for listening to the Butts to Nuts podcast.
If you enjoyed the podcast and want to support us, you can do any number of these 3 things.
Number 1.
Tell a friend, a family member, or even a random person off the street to listen to our podcast.
Number 2.
Leave a review. The higher the better.
Number 3.
Follow and support us on our social media platforms, being Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, all with the usernames Butts to Nuts.
Again, thank you for listening. See you next week.